In the soft glow of a New York City apartment on the morning of March 1st, 2026, the music world lost one of its most enduring and heartfelt voices when Neil Sedaka, the legendary singer, songwriter, and architect of some of the most timeless pop melodies ever written, passed away peacefully at the age of 86. There was no crash, no sudden accident, just the gentle, inevitable close of a life that had spanned more than 7 decades of creativity, love, and an almost childlike joy in making music. His family released a brief, tender statement. Neil left us quietly, surrounded by those he loved most. He lived every day with gratitude, laughter, and a song in his heart. We are heartbroken, but so deeply thankful for the gift of him. As tributes continue to pour in from artists, fans, and fellow songwriters who grew up singing Calendar Girl, Oh, Carol, Breaking Up is Hard to Do, and Laughter in the Rain, let's take a slow, grateful walk through the life of this extraordinary man. From a Brooklyn boy with a piano in the living room to a global icon whose music still feels like a warm hug, celebrating the wife who was his partner in every sense, the family that brought him his deepest joy, the elegant yet grounded lifestyle he cherished, and the timeless gift of melody he gave the world. Neil Sedaka was born on March 13th, 1939, in Brooklyn, New York, the only child of Mac and Eleanor Sedaka. His father was a taxi driver, his mother a homemaker with a beautiful singing voice who loved opera and encouraged Neil's early love for music. By age 9, he was playing classical piano, already showing prodigious talent. At 16, he formed his first group, The Tokens, and in 1955 they recorded Tonight I Fell in Love, a local hit that caught the ear of songwriters. But it was when Neil met Howard Greenfield at Lincoln High School that magic happened. The two became songwriting partners, penning hits for other artists while still teenagers. Stupid Cupid for Connie Francis. Oh, Carol for Neil himself in 1959, which reached the top 10. Neil's voice, bright, earnest, instantly recognizable, combined with his gift for melody, made him a teen idol in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Hits like Calendar Girl, Happy Birthday Sweet 16, Little Devil, and Breaking Up is Hard to Do, his first #1, defined an era. The British invasion in 1964 changed everything. Rock shifted, and Neil's clean-cut sound suddenly fell out of step. He stepped back from performing, focusing instead on writing for others. Laughter in the Rain, for himself in 1975, became a massive comeback hit, reaching #1 again. He reinvented himself as a mature pop balladeer, releasing albums like The Hungry Years and Sedaka's Back, proving he could evolve without losing his gift for melody. He continued writing and performing into his 80s, still touring, still smiling, still singing with the same boyish joy he had at 16. In his personal life, Neil found his greatest happiness with Leba Strasberg, the woman he married on December 11th, 1962. Leba, a former dancer and model, became his partner in every way: business, creative, emotional. They raised 2 children together, daughter Dara, a singer and actress, and son Matt, a successful songwriter and producer who has worked with his father on many projects. Neil and Leba were inseparable for over 60 years, traveling together, raising their family, facing life's highs and lows side by side. He often said Leba was his muse, his best friend, the reason he kept writing love songs. Their marriage was a quiet, enduring love story in an industry that often chews up relationships. When illness came in his final years, Leba never left his side. Hospital rooms, late-night talks, holding his hand through every difficult day. Their children and grandchildren were his greatest pride. He loved nothing more than family dinners, holidays, and watching the next generation grow. Neil's lifestyle was warm, creative, and deeply family-centered. He and Leba lived in a beautiful but unpretentious home in New York City, filled with music, books, family photos, and the sound of grandchildren laughing. He practiced piano daily, wrote songs even in his 80s, and spent quiet mornings with coffee and newspapers. He loved Italian food, long walks in Central Park, and spending time with friends from every era of his life. He was never one for excess. His pleasures were simple: family, music, gratitude. His net worth at the time of his passing was estimated around $20 to $30 million, earned from decades of hit songs, royalties, live performances, publishing rights, and wise investments. But Neil lived modestly, focusing on love, health, and giving back. The tributes that followed his passing have been overwhelming in their tenderness. Fellow songwriters, artists who covered his songs, and fans who grew up singing along to Calendar Girl shared memories of how his music accompanied first loves, first heartbreaks, weddings, and quiet nights of reflection. At 86, after a life of melody, love, and unwavering kindness, his departure feels like the final note of a long, beautiful song. Too soon, yet perfectly timed for a man who lived every day with gratitude. Yet the music remains. Every time someone sings "Breaking Up Is Hard to Do" or "Laughter in the Rain," he is still here, still smiling, still making the world a little brighter. As we say goodbye to Neil Sedaka, a husband, father, grandfather, friend, and one of the greatest melodists of our time, we're reminded to hold our loved ones close, to keep singing through the pain, and to never stop finding joy in the simple act of creating. Thank you, Neil, for the songs that soundtracked our lives, the melodies that felt like home, and the heart you poured into every note. Rest in peace. Your music lives forever. If this tribute to Neil Sedaka's beautiful life, his timeless songs, and the love he shared with his family moved you or brought back memories of singing along to his hits, please like the video and subscribe for more heartfelt stories honoring the artists who gave us music that lasts. Your support keeps their legacies alive. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Keep singing, Neil. We're still listening.